Hi, I'm Roy McDonald, and I'm one of the co-owners of BriteShot. BriteShot is a light that we invented like 10 years ago, and it does a bunch of things. And I'm just going to show you what we were doing before the pandemic. First of all, our light can change any color temperature. So basically we can go from daylight to mood lighting, tungsten as we call it, and ramp down any color temperature we want. So that was the first thing that we wanted to do with this light. The second thing we wanted to do was make it change any color. So you didn't need gels, because gels are a thing of the past. So we can make it green, or we can make it red, or any color in between. So any RGB or amber, you can mix and match any gel color you want. Then we decided that we would put special effects in it. So we did things like gunshots and fireworks, or projector effect, or paparazzi, or lightning, or TV effect, or water gags, or fire, or candle, or ambulances, the old style and the new, or we put fire trucks, and police lights, because you always need police lights in movies, and disco lights, chase strobes, anything. So all the special effects were built in. And this became a big hit. About 10 years ago, maybe 9, we got our first show called Blue Bloods, and then it took off. We were on everything. As a matter of fact, Steven Spielberg's West Side Story, which is yet to be released, they used 100 of our lights because they do all these different things. Then, since then, we invented other kinds of lights, ones that just do daylight, ones that just do tungsten mood, bicolor lights that can change any color temperature and only have the white effects, like lightning and paparazzi and those effects, only they're brighter. So we had this great business going on, and then the pandemic came. And usually the way it works in our world is that the shows kind of stop, but they don't stop at once. This one will stop, then that one stops, and they go on hiatus for the summer. And then they start back up again, all at different times. So the money is always kind of rolling in. And then if we get a movie that goes over the summer, or another replacement TV show, then we get that revenue. So it's always kind of moving and great. Anyway, back in February, it was like somebody hit an emergency brake. And that was it, man. We just stopped. And we didn't know how long it was going to go on for. And then after a few weeks, we realized that movies weren't coming back right away, or TV, and all of us were completely out of work. And once all the money that was out there came in and we received it, there was no new money. So the staff was sitting, I was sitting, we weren't even coming into New York because you couldn't, and we were just basically stuck. So I decided that we were going to make something to get people back to work. So we said, forget about the lights. We're not going to be in the lighting business for a minute. We're going to be in the air purification system, because really the way it works with this pandemic is this pathogen is in the air. Now, what they tell you to do is to open up all the windows and the doors. But that is a complete misnomer, in that what you want to do is change the air inside of a room. So the only thing that's in that room is pure air that has no pathogens in it at all. So we set out to kill COVID-19, and we decided to make this. We call it Rosie. And Rosie is an air purification system, and it does a lot of different things. First of all, when you turn it on, the air goes in here and goes to a filter. Then, after that, it goes into another chamber where there's a UVC light that will kill a lot of the pathogens right on contact. Then after that, it goes to another filter, which is called a MERV 13 filter. And that is a filter that will catch even the smallest little tiny coronavirus, up to 0.03 microns. Now remember, coronavirus can be 0.01 microns. And when I say that, that's like if you took a hair out of your head and put this little tiny speck on the hair that you couldn't see anyway, you'd need a microscope. That's how small it can be, and that's what can infect you. So there is a possibility that it could get through the MERV 13 filter. So then what we do is we send it to an ionization process. Now what that does is it takes all of the bits as it's floating by and coagulates them, makes them a bigger bit, and then blows it out here into the stack. Now what happens is that bigger bit falls to the ground, and then it gets sucked back into the machine, and now that it's a bigger bit, it can't make it through the filters, and we immediately kill it with the UVC light, or if it makes it through, we kill it at the next stage, which would be the ionization process. So we actually are coming out with another thing that will put a cold plasma into the air that will live right at the end, and that will basically kill it in the air. We're not out with that yet, but right now as it stands, this is what we're doing. So I took a lot of my own money and poured it into this because of course I have to pay everybody so they can eat and have Christmas with their kids and, you know, all the stuff that goes along with life. And I invested back into my people, and I said, let's go out and try to make something that will get people back to work again. And that's what we did. And basically it would be nice if the monkey were off all of our backs, meaning financially, because, you know, right now we're trying to get these out the door to make a little bit of money, but that wasn't the intent when we got involved. So yes, Barstool Sports, yes, that's what we're doing. And by the way, we're in your building. We're on the 10th floor. So I figured we would just show you what we are doing up here and how we made a radical left turn just to help. And I'm broke. How about you? All right. That's Rosie, by the way, named after the Jetsons maid. Remember Rosie? Okay. Thanks, guys.